Hi again, I'm Nick, and this is the Harman Kardon Onyx Mini. Now if you've seen the Onyx Studio, this will look familiar. It's basically the little brother to the larger and more powerful Onyx Studio 3. It shares a similar look in a much more compact size. A lot of Bluetooth speakers are going for a rugged and waterproof design for outdoor use, but the Onyx Mini focuses on a premium look and feel with great audio quality. You can pick up the Onyx Mini for $200 and it's available in black, blue, or gray. Besides the speaker itself, you also get a micro USB cable to charge along with a wall adapter. Fewer devices are including the wall adapter lately, so it's nice to see that Harman still includes one here. Surprisingly though, they don't include a 3.5mm audio cable to connect non-Bluetooth devices. You typically get those even on really inexpensive speakers. Finally, there's some documentation, there's a quick start guide, safety information, and a warranty guide. The Onyx Mini measures 5.7 inches tall, 6.2 inches wide, and 3.7 inches deep, and it weighs in at 1.3 pounds. The entire front is covered in speaker grille with a nice Harman Kardon logo in the center. The back panel is covered in a nice matte rubber material that really has a premium feel to it. It also does a good job resisting fingerprints and smudges. In the center, you'll find a single passive radiator to handle the bass. Below that, you'll find the auxiliary input, which you can use to connect non-Bluetooth devices, and the micro USB port to charge. The base is made of rubber and has 4 little feet to dampen vibration. The feet make it a little wobbly anytime you press any of the buttons, but it has a low center of gravity, so even if you give it a push, it won't tip over. All the controls are on the top. There's a rubber panel with LED backlit buttons. Starting from the left, there's the Bluetooth pairing button, volume down, power button, volume up, and the multifunction button. I prefer when the multifunction button is the play button. It's just not obvious that you would use the call button to pause or skip tracks. You can double press to skip forward a track, but there's no function to skip back to the previous track. The buttons have very little travel and barely any click to let you know if you've pressed the button, especially the Bluetooth and multifunction button. Those seem to have less travel than the top 3 buttons. That's a minor thing and not something that bothers me. There are also LEDs to indicate the battery level, and will flash red when it needs to be recharged. There's a nice chime when you turn it on and off and when it connects to a device. The Onyx Mini isn't waterproof, so if you're looking for an outdoor speaker or one you can use in the shower or by the pool, I'd say look at the JBL Charge 3. But I really like the premium look and feel of the Onyx Mini. You won't find NFC for quick pairing like you will on some other premium speakers. That would have been a nice feature to see here, but Bluetooth pairing is quick. Bluetooth performance was as good as any other speaker I've tested. I was able to get almost 50 feet of solid playback with no drops or skips, and only dropped out when I walked outside my house past the 50 feet. It'll automatically connect to the last paired device each time you power it on, and you can connect 3 devices at the same time. So if you're playing from your phone, you can play something from your tablet and it will pause playback on your phone. That's cool to have. On other speakers, you have to disconnect a device before you pair another. You can also connect 2 Onyx Minis together to play simultaneously. I haven't tested this, but in the Q&A section on the product page, they say that they won't play back as separate right and left channels. They'll both play the same stereo stream. You can also connect to other Harman products, but they must be Harman Kardon wireless dual sound enabled speakers. The Onyx Mini also has a built-in mic for voice calls, which work perfectly. The mic quality is better than anything I've tried before. Call quality is loud and clear on both ends, and you can't tell that you're using a Bluetooth device. It sounded exactly the same as a phone. Some other speakers can use the mic to control Siri or Google Now, but that feature is missing here. Battery life here is rated at up to 10 hours of playback, but in my testing, I got just over 15 hours spread out over 2 days at 75% volume, which is pretty loud, so you should be able to easily get 10 hours of playback. A full charge will take around 3 hours. The Onyx Mini has dual 45mm drivers, powered at 8 watts each, with a passive radiator on the rear to deliver pretty good bass for a speaker this size. Bass is tight and punchy, but can lack impact on tracks with deep bass. The speaker delivers accurate bass that sounds best around 100Hz or higher, but can sound a little weak below that. When testing bass tones, you can hear the bass roll off at around 80Hz and is gone at about 60Hz. Comparing that to the JBL Charge 3, bass rolls off at around 50Hz. If you love deep bass, you might be disappointed, but for a speaker this size, the bass is really good. The kick drum hits hard, but music with deep bass can sound a little thin. Mids and highs sound very good though. The speaker produces detailed mids and the vocals are very clear. Everything is well balanced and there's no muddiness in the mid-range. The Onyx Mini does lean more on the brighter side, which I actually prefer. The speakers got an airy and open sound with detailed and crisp highs, but they don't get harsh even at loud levels. The Onyx Mini can get really loud too, without distorting. At 1 meter away, I tested the speaker at 91 decibels, which was just slightly louder than the JBL Charge 3, which got up to 90 decibels. The speaker is perfect for small rooms and does really well in medium to large size rooms. But if you're looking for more bass, then you'll want to take a look at the JBL Charge 3 or step up to the larger Onyx Studio 3. Here are some music samples.
Step on the land, I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out low. Was it your plan? Can't understand. I love the air you bring and everything. Amid the sun, a fire is burning. You tell me to hold on tight. I wish that we could stay here forever. I wanna remember.
The Onyx Mini is one of the best sounding Bluetooth speakers I've tried, especially for a speaker this size. And yeah, it's not waterproof and isn't made for the outdoors, but this speaker feels really high end and looks great. There are plenty of cheaper speakers out there, but I think the overall sound performance and great build quality justify the Onyx Mini's $200 price. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit the like button if you liked the video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.